Let's go! Let's go!
This is The Drive with Peter Tia.
We're gonna
Welcome to the Peter Tia Drive.
Subscribe on iTunes.
Hey guys, I'm going to the gym today and I'm going with Alex. He's right there. A ton of you guys have been asking what I do for my workout, so I thought I would just bring you along and show you. We'll just do like a little montage and I'll like do maybe a little voiceover. I don't know. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this one. Me and Alex. It's alive, it's still alive. Give this video a thumbs up if you're excited to see what I do to get in shape. And subscribe. Okay, enjoy. Alex says he likes my hair pulled back, but I just think I look like an egg. Like my face just is like a little too puffy to wear my hair pulled back, I feel like. He says no. He says it's a good look.
I'm sponsored with Genius.
No, you're
I'm
not.
partnered with Genius.
I don't even know what his name is on social media. That's how little he uses it. This is where I went to middle school, right there. Middle school was awkward. Let's go! Let's go! So the first thing I do when I get to the gym is I start stretching. I go to the little stretching area. Please keep in mind, I'm not a professional. I'm not certified. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm just sharing the exercises that I've been doing for years and what works best for me and my body. I have a tendency to get injured a lot, so I always take my time when it comes to stretching and warming up my body before I start my workout. My stretches definitely resemble how I would warm up when I was a dancer. It's not necessary to be this intricate. It's just what I'm used to and how I was trained. Also, pro tip, it helps to wear a sweatshirt and or sweatpants when you're starting any workout or warming up, because when your body's warm, you're less stiff and you're also less likely to pull a muscle. And to end my warm-up, I always have to sit in my splits on each side just for a little bit, just to make sure I still got it. You know, I don't want to lose that. Now that I'm feeling warmed up and ready to go, I head over to the treadmill, the jacket comes off, and I start getting my heart rate up. If I'm walking on the treadmill, I always like to make sure I'm power walking, so I usually walk at a pace of 4 miles per hour or higher. Right now I did 4.4. Something to be aware of and something that I'm always thinking about is my posture. You always should keep your core tight, because how you practice walking on a treadmill is probably how you'll walk in real life too. And then once I feel ready and I have a good song playing, I will speed it up to about 6.5 miles per hour and start jogging for a few minutes. Alright, now on to toning exercises. Today I started with the plank, but every day is different. I always make myself hold the plank for a minimum of 60 seconds, but most of the time I'll hold it for really just as long as I want to, as long as it's 60 seconds or more. I usually do this in front of a mirror, and I think it's good to do it in front of a mirror so that you can check and see if your body's in a straight line and you have the correct form. Then I'll go into side plank. I usually spice it up a bit with different variations, but I got a little distracted talking to Alex, so that's why I didn't. After I do each side, I go up onto my hands to activate my arm muscles. I kept it simple for today, but there are so many different variations for this that I can show you guys in another video. One of the consistent exercises that I always do while in plank is hip dips. These are my favorites for the obliques and are so good for carving out your waist. I feel like this is one of those go-to model workouts. Okay, now that I'm done with plank, I'm still not done with abs. I'm gonna take a 8-pound medicine ball and twist with it side to side. Make sure that when you're doing these twists, the ball touches the ground on each side so that you don't cheat. You can also go as fast or as slow as you want with this. I was kind of going slow because I was just tired. Okay, this next exercise is one that Alex taught me, and I think it's so underrated. You basically just take a big workout ball and you put your forearms on it to balance and go into a plank position. You can rock side to side, back and forth, up and down, and in circular motions while holding your body in a plank position. This triggers certain muscle groups that might not get the attention when you're just holding a traditional plank on the ground. Honestly, this exercise is for sure the most tiring one for me, and I can never feel my abs the next day. They always hurt so bad. All right, the last exercise is I will put my feet up onto the ball and I'll walk my hands out so that I'm in a plank or push-up position, and I will start going into a pike position or crunching my knees into my chest. It just depends how strong I'm feeling that day. Here I wasn't feeling my strongest, so I was just crunching my knees into my chest. All right, now it's time for the booty exercises. I usually do 24 reps of these on each side, but it varies just based off of how I'm feeling each day and whatever I feel like I need. I'm sure you guys see this exercise a ton, and it's a great one. Just make sure that when you're doing this, your abs are tight and your core is always engaged. After I'm done with both sides, I go straight into fire hydrants. I usually do about 24 on each side. This is really good for strengthening your hip muscles, the muscles that we don't really use on a daily basis. When you do this, make sure that your leg is at a 90-degree angle, keep your stomach in, and keep both elbows locked so that your weight is balanced. All right, quick water break. Well, actually, this is Alex's pre-workout, but it tastes like candy and I didn't have any water, so. Now I go into rainbows. Basically, this is where you just lift your leg from one corner to the other corner. When you do this, try your best to keep the rest of your body from moving. The goal is to isolate basically the rest of your body so that the hip and butt muscles are fully working and you're building muscle in the right places. I'll usually do about 16 to 24 reps on each side, and if you need more of a challenge, you can always add ankle weights. Okay, I don't know what to call this next exercise, but I really like this one because it challenges my balance and it also works my obliques. I'm always conscious of the fact that my knee is directly over my ankle when I do these, and that most of my weight is in my heel so that I'm targeting the back of my leg and my glutes instead of my thighs. If you need more of a challenge while doing these, you can always hold weights above your head. All right, after about 16 to 24 reps, I will switch and do the other side. Okay, so the hip thrust, I know they look really awkward and kind of sexual, but they're honestly my favorite of the butt workouts, and they always burn the most, so I had to include them. There are a ton of different variations you can do for this one too, and I can show you all of that in another video if you guys want. I like to hold my hips as high as possible and pulse when it starts getting a little too repetitive. You can also switch it up by rocking side to side. You can also widen your stance, or you can narrow it, or you can hold one leg up in the air for an additional challenge. Okay, next I'm gonna do some leg lifts with really light weights. I used about 2.2 pounds here. This will help build hip muscles. At first it feels like nothing, but if you do enough reps, you'll definitely feel the burn. You can do however many reps your body can handle. It just depends on your own personal strength, I think. All right, we are still not done with the leg exercises. If you guys can't tell, legs and butt exercises are my favorite. This next one is super easy. I just put a resistance band around my ankles and I pulse my top leg in the air until my hip feels basically like it's gonna fall off. You can also do this with a stronger resistance band or without any resistance bands. It's just whatever feels right to you and whatever is a good, healthy challenge. For me, I really didn't do many reps on either side because my legs and hips and butt were basically gonna fall off by this point because I've done so many leg exercises today. So, okay, for the last toning exercise today, we're gonna work the glutes. This exercise is called Good Mornings. I've been doing it for years to tone my back side of my body. I usually don't use any weights that are heavier than 30 pounds, definitely start with a lighter amount so that you don't throw out your back or anything crazy like that. And when you do this, keep your weight in your heels to make sure that you're working the back of your leg and not the front of your body. To top off my workout, I end it with jumping rope for as long as I can, or basically until I trip. I really only jump rope if I still feel like I have a ton of energy to burn at the end of the workout. That's it for the workout. Okay, we're gonna go get some healthy food now. If my camera doesn't die by then, I'll bring you guys with me. I'm so sore, my legs feel like spaghetti. We're going into this new place called Market House. Alex's mom recommended it, and supposedly it's a game changer in our town. I hope it's healthy and organic. I hope it's like Sweetgreen, to be honest. There's wine to go. Does that mean there's wine to go? Is that allowed? Is it allowed to have wine to go?
We go.